You are listening to the Kentucky X-Files Season 3 with your hosts Dennis Mays, Tyler Stewart, and Josh Gibbs. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also visit us at www.kyxfiles.com. And now, on to our show.
Welcome back, guys, to your Kentucky X-Files.
Make a leg a high. Make a high.
I am Spaceship. I am Spaceship.
He looks like the genie from Pee-wee's Playhouse, right?
We've literally made first contact here with the aliens from. Where's your planet at? Where's your planet from? Like, where are you from? What planet? Words. You're from planet Nyap Nyap. Okay.
I'm just saying the people on streaming are
They're missing this.
They're missing
Okay.
this.
It's just me, guys. Sorry.
Oh shit! I was excited for a second. I thought that we, made some history there. So it's Thursday out there for you guys out there watching and listening. Hopefully your week's going good. If you're seeing this by now, I've already gone. I can only imagine what tomorrow's going to be like at work. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be real, real bad. But we're going to get it done. You know. Memorial Day is coming up.
Yeah.
So we should hear some stories about Memorial Day weekend, I'm sure. That'll be fun.
My work is trying to get me to work.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, like Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Should tell them you're going to a memorial.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're making us work Saturday, and then we're off Memorial Day, so it's pretty cool.
Well, my boss bamboozled me, though. I didn't think we were off.
Oh.
So he caught me. He asked me, he's like, "Would you want to work?" Well, it's a paid holiday, and then you get time in the hat. Like
Hopefully he's not watching this.
I don't care. This is for you, boss.
Well, there you have it, folks. History's been made. You just saw remote firing.
Oh, dude, they can't afford it. They can't afford it.
Tyler, you're terminated.
Read my facts.
Dude, you ever thought about that? Back to the Future 2, right?
Yeah.
How many fax machines
did
he have in that house?
And who the heck's... Okay, it was based, like, the future that they went to, wasn't it 2016?
I think so, yeah. Somewhere
Who
around
the
there.
heck around that time still used fax machines?
Dude, can you even find a fax machine now?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
At the library.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it in use?
Well, I mean, there's still a lot of places that use it. Like if you, I've had to use one recently. Not me personally operating it, but like when you go to get your plates on your vehicle, I call my insurance company up and say, fax all my insurance cards to the courthouse. And then I go in and all my insurance cards are there waiting on me.
They actually faxed it?
Yeah.
I know that they still use it. Most places still use it. I don't know why, but it just seems like it would be faster just to get...
Because it prints off without asking.
Yeah.
Nobody has to sit there and watch it. It just comes out. So when you show up, that's why it works so great for that. Is so when you show up and you're like, I need tags on this vehicle here. My insurance cards are back there. They just go back, flip to the pile till they find my name, and
bada bing, bada boom.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
the fax machine's still holding on.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. It's like the rotary phone, man. It just bye.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Thank goodness for push buttons.
I just think it's like crazy. It's just like that video I sent you guys about the girl. I hope it's a joke. The girl that's trying to explain to people a house phone.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like what? Like, are we that old yet? Like,
Or
come on.
like the tweet that was put out where the girl's like, we need to be able to have like a thing on Twitter where on our homepage we could have like music playing and stuff when you come to our page so you know what we're into. And the first comment's
MySpace?
like, Lord, we've finally hit the point where they don't know what MySpace is.
Awesome.
Can we talk about that for a second? I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
It was cool.
MySpace really got the shaft in this
Dude,
whole deal.
Dude,
Yeah.
you remember that? Dude, I actually spent hours. I'm talking hours making up my background.
Yeah.
Because there was like websites that you could go to and you could put random pictures, make the
Yeah.
color different fonts, and then have your little playlists.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
everything
like-
was done in HTML code too.
Mhm.
We were all like hackers and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
And then somehow we all, I don't know how it happened. Like, do you remember how it happened where everybody just gravitated to Facebook?
I can't remember the reason why. Like I held out. I did not want to change
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
longest time. I did not want to change because I was like, "What's the point?"
Yeah. I
There's no
can't even
reason.
put any music on this. Yeah.
My background's blue and white. And
Yeah.
that's
It was like when you joined MySpace, it was like joining a whole new world. You just walked in the door, and when you left, you were a goddamn website designer,
A whole new world.
He beat me to it.
right? I mean, it's true, isn't it? I mean, by the
Yeah.
time you were done, you're like, I can put links. I know how to put pictures. I can put little moving pictures. I can change my little cursor.
Oh yeah, that's what. Like that was like the beginning of filters.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
remember all the girls that they would put glitter and bullshit on over top of their fucking pictures and shit.
It was great
Yeah.
for bands though, because you could literally have a band page
Oh
and have your songs, links to your songs on it. What was
That was
the
awesome.
Reverb Nation? You upload
That
to
was-
Reverb Nation and use those links,
Yeah.
the HTML links.
And that's where like SoundCloud like got its big
Yeah.
big thing too.
So
Yeah.
it's like Reverb Nation. That's still around, isn't it?
I don't know how well it's doing, but yeah.
Yeah.
But MySpace, that's what it originally started out as. Like that was what it was for. Is for music. That was what it was totally about. But then it became one of the, I want to say the first like social media like outlets for
Yeah.
people to connect.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Remember like the ranking system that you could get on there too?
Top 8.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Yeah.
And then people would get so like, dude, like,
Yeah.
I was in high school when that was still like kicking hard. So you would actually hear, like, thinking back on it, how petty you have to fucking be to argue with somebody about why am I not number one? I thought I was your best friend. What the fuck?
Right. I think we should
Come on.
I think we should bring that back and
Yeah.
have it on Facebook and put some people in check.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
drop them all down.
Yeah. Isn't MySpace is still going right now, right?
But I think it's just music now.
So nobody's like on it, hanging out. Like, hey, I'm on MySpace. Hey, hit me up on
No, like,
MySpace, bro.
Dude, it's not
Yeah.
not a thing. Like Facebook me is overrun it. Like there is
Yeah.
no, if I heard somebody say fucking like, hey, MySpace me or hit me up on MySpace, like,
Yeah.
am I in their Twilight Zone?
Right? If somebody comes up and was like, dude, you should check out my MySpace page, I'm going to be suspicious. Like, not sure if this guy's a time traveler or not.
But yeah,
That was fun.
that kind of like brings me up to a question I want to throw at you. What is the weird like tech or anything out there that you're so baffled that it's obsolete now, or it's just so far gone, no one like talks about it anymore, like MySpace?
That's a very good question.
That is a solid question.
Mine is movie places, like movie rentals,
You
like
know what?
actually going to like the building.
I actually would like to add something to that, Ty. I thought of something earlier. Yesterday I went to an area where there used to be a Blockbuster Video,
Mhm.
and as I was driving through, and I was just passing through for work. But as I was going through there, I was kind of looking around at the place, and I'm like, wow, this place is fucking lifeless. Right? So there's like there was a Blockbuster, a Taco Bell, a bar, an Arby's, I think, and some other stuff all in there. And I
Their main food
remember,
groups.
right? And I remember vividly that when you went up there after work on a Friday, and you're like, I'm going to grab a couple movies. There was people everywhere. And here, this part will get you guys watching and listening. Maybe some of you. People were talking to each other. There's no.
What are
screen.
you talking? What are you talking about?
You know how okay, you know how when you go and you talk to somebody, they're like this,
Yeah,
and you're talking to them, and they're like, yeah,
that's funny. That's how I got my food today
and
when I
they're
got
like,
off of work.
they're literally like, you talk to them, you ask them a question, and they're like, sorry, what?
What?
Right? You ever heard that you get the I'm sorry, what that is
Mhm.
attached to these?
Yeah.
All right, so nobody had those. Everybody was talking face to face. I remember groups of people hanging out together, waiting for the store to open because there was a movie they were all there to get. And they were all like, oh, dude, I'm so pumped. This is going to be so awesome, man. Yeah, I can't wait. This is going to be so great. And then when it opened, they went in and they got them. They got their movie, and they're so happy. And there was popcorn, and they grabbed a thing of popcorn on their way out, some candies, and they took their movie home. And then guess what they did after that? They fucking watched a movie together. Now, it's an episode of The Walking Dead, complete with zombies. The zombies aren't really after brains. They're just trying to ditch theirs. Right? Everywhere you look.
Yeah. When I as a kid, I'm such a movie buff. I loved movies. Movies were like my pastime. I loved movies. And thinking about dude, I want to, because I always went to that one that was right by the middle school, Showtime Video. And
Remember?
dude, it was a family owned one. And I was like, dude, this is the coolest job. I want to open my own video store. Good thing I didn't do that.
Right. Hindsight.
I'm not saying that my life is much better not doing it, but I think I would be seriously in debt.
Could you imagine though, if you opened one for fun, right?
Have
And
retro videos.
you released movies that came out on certain days years ago. Okay?
Okay.
Everybody gets their shit, comes up, the store opens, they come in and I remember when this came out that day. And they rent the movie and they take it home and they watch it together. How cool would that be?
Kind of a retro thing, say
Yeah.
month to month, say today, this month is the 1972, and you literally go down the list in that month of new releases.
Yeah, that'd be fun, man.
Yeah, hey, shit.
Right?
Hey, if we're
Business
starting
model.
starting a Kickstarter for a retro movie.
Retro
thing,
movie, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to support us, you know what? I'm going to get on the bandwagon. Send us $1,000.
$1,000. Yeah.
Send us $1,000.
Finally, dude, this is a monumental day. Gosh, holy shit. We're going to be thousandaires in no time.
I like how that he's okay with it because it's something he wants to do.
I love that he called me out on that. Okay, let's get to some weird stuff.
Let's get some.
I was going to say I had one for it.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
What do you got?
So it's sort of in the same realm. It's media itself, but
Yeah.
do you guys remember Media Play and places like that where you could go and listen to music before you buy the albums?
Yes! FYE.
Yeah.
FYE and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
and even
actual
all right, all you young goths out there. Hot Topic used to be a place where you could get music. They had walls of it, and you could go listen. And it wasn't just anime shirts. You could legit go get Roadrunner record compilations and stuff.
Yep.
That kind of stuff. Or there was a place next to Media Play. up in Ohio called Mars Music.
Mars! Holy shit! I forgot all about Mars.
And Mars, for those of you that don't know, Tyler, you might not remember this place. Mars Music had booths. So you would go pick up an instrument and go to an isolated soundproof booth with amplifiers already in it, where you could try out the instrument without having to have the shame of the guy that's like a shred master on a Telecaster and a Fender Twin Reverb right across from you, just letting it eat. You know, you could go suck in privacy.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That sucks.
Yeah, that's not
The basic music store that you know, it's really gone. Like Guitar Center put all of them out of business, and then all Guitar Centers besides the one in Nashville look like they're going through bankruptcy now.
Well, they
they're garbage.
They've went through 2 bankruptcies now, and they owe fucking Gibson millions of dollars because
that's not a company you want to owe a lot of money to either.
Yeah,
it's not a company you want to not owe money to because you copied their design either.
You don't want to be on their radar at least.
You don't want Gibson to know who you are.
Dude, they're like Oprah. They have their own snipers.
Yeah.
It is funny though, man. You said media play earlier.
Yeah.
And I used to get so excited on like Friday. I'd get off work and I'm like, I'm going to media play.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a game.
Yeah.
Because they had the best computer games.
Dave and I used to go to media play at least twice a month. Dave being the drummer in Dave and the drummer in Rector Band there. Him and I have been really, really good friends since we were about 12. But we would make the trip to Best Buy and Media Play, and then like once a month we would go to Mars Music or Machinauts. You know, I know. They held out. They held memories.
They held out for a long time.
I bought one of the last guitars out of Machinauts. They closed up about 6 months, and my stepdaughter now owns that guitar.
I had one, and I ended up selling it.
I remember very vaguely.
Man, it was great because anything you bought, they had a Polaroid. Yeah. And the entire front of the store was covered in musicians in Polaroid pictures of whatever instrument they bought. And it was like, you can't get a bad picture of a musician with a brand new instrument. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hide it. You can't hide the excitement.
That's something that I wish that they would have kept, like the people would have kept. I wonder if they go through that, how many lives that actually changed. Like once they bought that, like that a kid that just walked in there and bought a guitar, and now he's a touring band in a touring band.
Right. Cool, man.
Like just to see that kind of a time capsule.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's been a few. Well, I know for a fact there's at least a handful of famous musicians from this area.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Hey, you know what? While we're on the topic of Machinauts, big shout to Rick Hurd, Inside Moves. He used to sell me everything every week. Strings, picks, cables, whatever. He was my dude.
Yep.
You know,
he's like your Sweetwater rep.
He was, man. He was like my Machinot Rick.
Machinot Rick.
The Honer guitar that's ever at your place, Tyler. It's the very first thing I bought with my very first paycheck.
I'm looking right at it.
That literally was one of like 4 that were sitting there, and kind of loop comes around in a full circle here. Also got decimated by Gibson.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're gonna copy Gibson shit, you know, you kind of gotta, you know what I mean?
I mean, if you're gonna copy a guitar company, obviously you want to copy Fender or Jackson.
Yeah. Because
they don't give a shit.
Gibson has a chart in their warehouse that says "fuck around, find out." Like,
yeah,
they've went after everybody.
They've got like, I'm sure they've probably got like silhouettes, like cutouts on the wall, and when they find these copied guitars, they hold them up. And if it lines up with any of them,
like,
yep.
Oh, we got one, boys.
If it passes through, the guy on the other side's a lawyer,
It's-
and he just takes it and sues.
Yeah.
It's just like the kit cars. Remember the kit cars back in the day when they
Yeah.
started doing the
God,
ones with
yeah.
like Ferrari?
Yeah.
Ferrari ate the shit out of those kit car companies because
Yeah.
they were technically a Ferrari, but it was based around like
Fiero.
like a
Pontiac Fiero.
yeah,
Oh,
Fiero. That's what it was, a Fiero.
Like how,
Dude, it was
how
so
sad
tiny.
is it? You're a multi-million-dollar Italian sports car company, and you're threatened by a fiberglass body on a
copy.
Pontiac Fiero.
I don't even understand like how they could have gotten that. Like if you actually saw one side by side, like there's one big difference. The Pontiac Fiero is so much smaller than the actual Ferrari.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how anybody could say, like, yeah, that looks like a Ferrari, but it's tiny.
Yeah.
So I don't get
He
it.
doesn't know he's tiny.
He doesn't know he's tiny.
Doesn't know. Yeah. Oh shit! So you said we got some weird news?
I got a little weird news.
What we got?
Weird.
I'm excited.
This one isn't quite weird. Have you guys seen the fact that they have a complete digital scan of the Titanic?
What? Holy shit!
Yeah. Right?
What did they sent something down there and scanned it, or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
One of those 3D things.
They use submersibles, and there's more than 16 terabytes of data, 715,000 images, and high resolution video.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. Let's see here. I don't know if I can make this full screen. So I cannot. I can present this. It's off of Smithsonian. So I will share my screen and let you guys have a look at this.
Okay.
Sorry, I cannot make it bigger.
Wow. You know, there's always a question that nobody wants to ask about these. How many skeletons did they scan when they did that?
Oh, there was.
You know what I mean? You know, there's
Yeah,
people
'cause
that didn't
there
get
was
out.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people that were flooded in down below, like in the engine rooms and
Yeah.
Well, they've even got here. I can show you this picture real quick by doing a present. This is you can see the serial number in this image right here. See the serial number right there?
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
what is that off of?
It's just random stuff that's down there.
Oh,
That's how good these digital scans
Oh.
are.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's my first piece of weird news. And then I've got another one here it's weird news. Apparently Chris Hemsworth has has released into the wild Tasmanian devils, and apparently the ones he released have given birth to triplets.
What?
I'm not even joking. Not even joking.
Did he just have them? Like, I don't understand. Like,
Yeah, honestly, I don't know either. I didn't get a chance to read the entire article. I just stopped at the headline. Like, do I really need to go even more? Into this,
yeah, that's
You
just
know?
funny. Yeah.
It's here. Let me get the overlay up here, and I'll show you the picture of how proud he is. Okay,
let's see.
look at him right here.
Holy shit, man! Thor's got Tasmanian devils.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it looks so much different from the cartoon.
I mean, yeah. There's quite a bit of difference there.
I mean, they kind of look like,
Nothing like a tornado.
yeah. They
yeah.
don't
I was
look
just about
anything
to
like
say they
tornadoes.
don't spin at all.
No.
I feel like we were lied to a little bit here. Huh. Yeah. I got something here from one of our listeners of the show.
Okay.
It's real short. Let's see. Let me pull this up here. I want to read his message because I thought it's pretty cool. Just came in. Where's it at here? This message is from Chris. He says, thought you guys might find this funny. Big fan of the show from Manchester, England. And here's what he sent us.
I've got to make my screen bigger because I can't see what the heck that is.
Is that a fake pony? Like a
Oh my god! Is that an owl with one of those stick horses?
Yeah.
That is amazing. I love
Isn't
it. I love it.
I'm pretty sure this is a cryptid of some kind. I love that. I tell you what, Chris, thank you for sending that in. That is hilarious. I love it.
Man, we have we've got a fairly decent following over there across the pond, haven't we?
Pretty cool. Yeah. I noticed that when he said Manchester, England, I was like, holy shit. Like not only are our poor American fans suffering through us, now we've spread.
What's the Chris? I hope I get this quote right. I hope I do. If you're not a mank, you're a wank.
It's like a secret code that only he's going to understand because I don't follow. Like
from Manchester, right?
Yeah,
I believe that's. I could be completely wrong, and if I am, Chris, call me out on it, please. But I'm pretty sure they're saying over there is if you're not a mank, you're a wank.
Another thing I was supposed to do, I forgot all about it. The story from last episode about the cryo dragon. I was turned on to that story by a buddy and listener of the show, Adam, Big Adam, the Hulk, the Budweiser Hulk. He's the one that found that story and sent it over to me and let me got me onto it. So shout out to him for that one.
Nice.
I'm trying to tie up loose ends here. I'm trying to fix stuff, you know.
It's a good episode to tie up loose ends on.
Yeah.
We got a holiday coming up.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to get into anything too heavy, you know.
Yeah, I feel very chill on this episode. Kind of relaxing. Do you guys want to see something kind of cool?
No.
Never.
No.
Stop.
Okay. No, nothing cool. Copy that.
I just want to end.
Can we hide Denny?
Let's just end the show right here.
All right. So
final episode, guys. Oh, sorry.
Okay, here we go, you rascals. All right. So apparently, somebody captured our big triangle on film. Looks like at Alien Info. They added an extra O there, kind of messed with me. Yeah, apparently some Marines spotted this. You hear about this? I think you were saying something about it right before.
Yeah, but the image I had was much lighter and clearer.
Okay. Let me go back a little bit here. Is it this one?
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
That's crazy. Now, that's by what, a military base?
Yeah. It says here. Yeah, it just says somebody highlighted it here. It says massive black triangle with UFO with flashing lights spotted by 50 U.S. Marines. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty. Doesn't really go into.
It was in California, right?
It says Camp Wilson.
Camp Wilson.
Yeah.
I don't know where Camp Wilson is.
Somebody made a comment saying it's probably swamp gas.
Yeah. Right.
It's pretty wild, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in.
I know Camp Wilson. I just don't know it by Camp Wilson. I know it by 29 Palms or 29 Stumps.
Yep.
That's yeah. Okay. So I know some guys that have been out there.
Yeah.
And I think he's at Lejeune now. I'll have to ask around on that one. I'll talk to some Marine buddies of mine and see what they know about this, because I'm sure they're still in communications with people out there, especially if they're still in.
Yeah, that'd be great. It'd be cool if we could get one of them to jump on and bullshit with us.
Well, I mean, on location, Mike. I don't think he was ever at 29 Stumps, but I know he was close.
That'd be awesome, though. Get his take.
Stumps,
Plus, I really want to do a redo with On Location Mike.
Me too.
Because I just didn't feel like I really got to hang with him last time. You know, it sucked.
Yeah.
You know, so we need to do that. Be
Agreed.
a lot of fun.
Agreed.
So what do you guys think though with this triangle thing?
It's just too dark for me to give a decent opinion.
You know, somebody else we could pick their brain about on this one too would be Jake.
That would be great. Yeah, get him
Because-
on here
From
and
State Farm.
Our guest Jake, he was the guy that had some crazy lights over the ocean. He's I believe he actually works on a marine base, and maybe he's got some insight on it.
oh shit.
Yep. I don't know how much he really revealed in the episode he was on, so I don't want to exactly, you know. Well, I mean, I think he even said where he was. It was North Carolina, so
Yeah.
that tells us exactly what base he's on,
Right. Yeah.
or what camp he's at. You know.
I know. Lately, I keep seeing some stories popping up on my feed. They kind of correlate with the whole water thing that we kept hearing about. The taking up water or whatever. Apparently, some story just came out about some kind of 1995 incident. I think it was called. Hang on. The Gosford incident. It happened in Australia, where a UFO was seen taking water. As they described it, it was taking on water. Like the thing came up and started pulling water up, and then gone.
No kidding.
It's pretty wild, man. Yeah. I just wonder about it because, I mean, there's so many conflicting reports. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's an interesting take because we hear this all the time with the water thing. You know, at least like 2 or 3 different stories where the UFO itself pulls water out of some big body of water and then heads out.
Right.
And some people are saying like, well, maybe the water is, scarce out there. And maybe, they're taking a pit stop to gather up some. But then you got some scientists that are like, liquid water is not that hard to get out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's abundant here, but it's not exactly impossible to find out there. So a lot of people kind of wonder, like, what would be the point? Why would they take it from here? Unless there's something in our water that's abundant that isn't out there. You know what I mean?
How abundant is saline in space?
Shit, I don't know. That'd be interesting to find out.
Because you notice most of the time it's salt water.
Let's find out. Yeah, it says here that potassium chlorides and sodium chlorides are rarely seen in space. There's only few observations of these compounds, and they're always around dying stars. That's kind of weird, isn't it? That's pretty crazy.
That's weird.
It says here 30 billion miles away in a quasar, a powerful cosmic body, there's a water cloud that contains 140 trillion times the water of all the seas and oceans on Earth. Can you guys even, like, I can't hardly even grasp the concept of that much water. 140 trillion times the amount of water.
That's insane.
But it doesn't say salt water. Even like the moon and Mars, it says that there's the like highly potential ice on the moon and Mars could theoretically be turned into drinking water. No mention of salt water whatsoever.
Well, maybe I'm onto something. Maybe there's no salt water in space. Maybe it's the salt.
Maybe salt water is rare. Wow. That's crazy, man. Like,
Eh,
why is that? Okay, so it says that here on Europa, the surface of Europa is covered with like tiny bits of sodium chloride. Not as abundant as our ocean, but it has little bits of it. It's pretty wild.
Here's some more actual kind of
Oh wow.
pictures. I don't know if am I muted? No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Okay. Yeah, kind of give reference. It's actually like they're actually seeing it from the base. This what did we call it? 29 Palms or
Yeah.
Camp Wilson.
Camp Wilson, yeah.
Yeah. What the heck?
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it keeps going blue on me.
It doesn't look as much like a triangle there.
Yeah, like it's like breaking off.
Yeah.
So, but I don't get it. Like there's like what is this? Like they're zoomed in. Does it get? Are they trying to zoom in on one of them during the video or something?
That's what it kind of looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, kind of look at the pattern though. Okay, I don't know if you guys see my cursor.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that looks more like a triangle. Like maybe the point light is not on.
See, like that one's dim, bright, dim, are a little bit bigger than the rest.
The thing that's interesting to me is like the symmetry and then lack of symmetry.
Yeah.
Like in some pictures, the symmetry is perfect. In the other picture, it seems like the lights are breaking off or
Yeah.
distorted somehow. That's interesting. Do you
Well,
guys
I've heard-
remember years ago when all those skydivers were diving out of planes at night with the lights on them, and people thought it was UFO,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh my god, what is it? What is it? But it turned out to be the skydivers, and then they would kind of break off or whatever.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that almost, but I mean, even then, if you watch the videos of the skydivers, it's a lot. I mean, it's so there's similarities. Is it pretty much ends in the formation and the lights?
Well, not only that, like with this particular situation, I cannot imagine a commercial aircraft or a private aircraft to be willing to fly over Camp Wilson to drop off parachuters.
That's like you just go to the Gibson factory and look at the chart on the wall. Just fuck around, find out. That's what happens there when you do that.
The one thing okay here. What is
I'd like to thank my sponsor here today. I'm drinking an ice cold glass of Other Dimension. Refreshing. When no drink in this universe will do the trick, get you a dimensional drink.
There's that picture that you guys were showing. I guess it's from a podcast called Weaponized.
Ooh, so you get a little bit more of the shape going there.
Yeah.
I was trying to blow it up, but it's not letting me.
I think you can control and roll your wheel up. Maybe.
Control. Oh shit!
There you go.
Look at you.
It's a Unix system.
You're a
hacker.
nerd. You're a nerd.
Hacker.
That's why I said nerd. But yeah, I don't know if they're trying to make it. I don't know. I'm just saying these lights are kind of weird. Like I can see the shape behind it.
Yeah.
But the lights don't they're not making sense. Like I'm not.
The lights don't have any real symmetry to them. Like they don't
Yeah,
make
that's
sense
what
with the shape. But
But granted, like
who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe aliens aren't into symmetry.
yeah.
How do we know that their design came up with symmetry? Most animals on Earth, including us, evolved with some sort of symmetry, but we have a very stable gravity on Earth. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right.
We have a very, very stable gravity. That's why like when you blow bubbles in water, they're round. You know? Maybe they grew up on a planet that's gravity comes up and down. Like I don't know, one with a sun that's partially eclipsed at all times.
Oh,
Hmm.
would that? I wonder if like,
I'm making an
okay,
assumption on that, by the way.
yeah, I get that you're trying, like, kind of trying to throw
Yeah,
some links to like,
I'm not
yeah.
making a fact there. I don't know, but
The one thing I was about to say is like, okay, what are like, because the moon, what does the moon do for us? I know it, like, doesn't it affect our tides?
Yes.
for one
So I
thing,
want,
don't ask what the moon can do for us. Ask what you can do for the moon.
I don't know what I could do for the moon.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, you cut me off. I was wanting to like throw something more witty back at you, but I'm
That's
brain
okay.
dead. But no, I was just wondering what kind of conditions did it change on there? Like, did they have oceans?
Well,
Does like
yeah,
would their moon actually affect anything differently on
I
their
have
planet?
no idea, but God, I want to find out. Uh,
And plus, would the size, like, does the size compare? Okay, our moon and our planet, I feel like are right for each other. Like they coexist because it's that.
they were made from the
But
same parent planet, though.
so what
You know what I
I'm
mean?
saying, like, what I want to know is, would if say the moon was like our moon was a little bit larger, would it affect us differently on Earth? Just like it would, like, would it affect them differently if it's the size is a comparison? Like, if we were
Yeah,
larger, would the moon even affect us?
that was the interesting part of my friend's story. When she mentioned that their moon was tidally locked, that was interesting to me because I've never heard her use a term like that before, and I've never heard tidally locked before in regards to the moon. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's weird
Yeah.
to me. But the more I thought about it, and I have been thinking about it almost every day, I kept thinking like, okay, if you have a moon that's tidally locked, wouldn't that mean it's kind of young? I mean, it makes me think that the moon itself hadn't been quite there as long as, like, say, our moon has. Because our moon does rotate. People don't think it rotates. It does rotate. It's just that it's rotating in such a way that it's always facing us. If you took us out of the equation, put us instead of here, like this is us, this is the moon, and move us over here. The moon is rotating. It's just doing it in such a way that our perspective can't notice it, right? But imagine a moon that's tidally locked with its host planet, and they're literally moving like this. And where my head is the sun. I'm the sun. That's me being bright, right? So
That's you being bright.
so my thought was like, our moon took like billions of years to get where it's at. And if you look at our moon, like, yeah, I mean, it affects our tides and it affects our gravity, and it definitely pulls on the Earth a little bit as it comes around us. But I'm like, wouldn't you expect that a tidally locked moon would be kind of young? Like maybe it was made from something else. Moon comes between Earth and spacecraft. Oh, that's so cool. That is awesome. Wow.
That's amazing.
That's the far side of the moon that people don't believe exists. Check it out. Hey, you know what? It's kind of bullshit. They always talk about flat Earth, but they never talk about flat Moon.
Right?
Tyler's muted.
Bad. Dang it, my bad. Hold on, let me get rid of my thing. Yeah, I had that just sitting there. I was like, and since we were talking about the moon, I was like, dude,
That's
this is a
cool.
good
That's
thing to
really
throw this
cool.
up
Yeah.
there. But
Yeah.
that's what I was wanting to ask you. So we would not be like the far side of the moon. We don't see that at all because of the rotation. Like it will always
Yeah.
what we see. It's only because of
It's how it rotates. Yeah.
it's
That's
just
it.
how it rotates. We're kind of basically in a dance. We're
Yeah.
always facing each other in a way.
The funny thing is if one or the other would speed up by 1%,
Yeah.
we would start to see the other sides that we don't get to see. That's all it would take is 1%. It would be slow, but eventually you would get a turn that's a little bit faster, and you'd start to see a little like side boob of the moon, and then eventually you would get the full side view, and then the other side of the. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is why I could never have been a scientist.
So
Not that I'm not interested. It's just that sometimes I say things.
so that's what I want to
That's
know is
fair.
like how can this moon like eclipse one like I know we don't know the truth behind this story fully, like, so what what would cause something like that to where it just stays in front of the sun? It's like, is
Sometimes
it?
that's like our moon was part of Earth.
Yeah.
So ours makes sense why it's just hanging out right there at all
Mm-hmm.
times. Something collided, whatever was left became it. The gravity kind of just formed it up, right? But see, I think that if you had a moon out there that was relatively new, maybe something collided with something and it slowly started to form, maybe not as old as the parent planet, but it was just hanging there and it just kind of slowly got locked into, okay, here we are. I found basically I found a planet to hang out with. So you got that whole field of gravity that's kicking off of that planet, right? Because the planet's spinning. So it's producing gravity. It's just enough to capture this, but maybe it's like on the outer. I don't know. I keep wondering about this. This keeps running through my head. Like, how do you tidally lock a planet and a moon together in such a way that would block their sun or a lot of their sunlight?
Yeah, like almost permanently.
Yeah.
I want to say it like, but then like, think about okay, I always base this off of like, we are shaped by our environment.
Yeah.
How would they be like a civilization being blocked by like their sunlight being basically being no sunlight at all? What kind of being would you like if that happened to us? What would we evolve into? I know
Yeah.
that eventually, like, our eyesight would start to go more, like, because our eyes would be dilated to like crazy to let more light in.
On this
But
planet, other things would happen long before that, though.
you don't think we would evolve, even if we had like some type of offshoot? I'm not
We
saying that.
might evolve eventually if we survive the ocean problem.
If
Because a
we would still
tidally
have.
locked moon
Mhm.
would be our moon, especially, would be dragging a massive wave around our planet. Wherever it was at, a giant wave would be just going with it. So nobody would be able to settle anywhere. You know what I mean? You'd have
Ah,
the best boat ever and it wouldn't matter.
shit! It's 4:30. Tidal
Yeah.
waves coming in, guys.
It's a full moon, shit.
No, fuck.
Right?
So, like, okay, so that would tell us aquatic creatures would reign over this world.
Aquatic creatures that need salt water.
That's like
That could work
Or
because
amphibious.
or they're amphibious. What if they need the water for their life support?
okay.
That would also help deal with G-force too.
Because you're Yeah,
A
because if
liquid
you're
environment, you can absorb more G's, right? I mean, isn't
What
that how that
Gs?
works? Because I know, they have played with like ballistic gels as far as like putting sensors inside ballistic gels and firing them to see how much G-force the ballistic gel can withstand, and it's a lot more than we can. So the idea was could you put a person inside this gel, inside of this craft, and then launch them? Could they, yeah, you're just stuck in Jello.
That sounds terrible.
The
Yeah, I don't know.
crappy thing is, I'm not a big fan of Jello, but I'm a fat guy, so I'd be like,
How did we get rid of him?
trying to eat it.
Stop eating your ballistic gel.
It's toxic. Why would you put me in something that's toxic?
Don't eat it. But it's in my eyes.
Ah!
I think mine's just hand sanitizer. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, who knows why they're taking water, man? Maybe it is. Maybe they need it. Maybe they need it to live.
We
I don't
had
know.
that one assumption about because hydrogen, like they're splitting it, like they're actually pulling it apart and actually so they have hydrogen, but I don't know, like
Again, though, the universe is like 79% hydrogen.
but that's what I'm saying. It's like they might be in
Yeah.
this area and need to stop at Earthmart to fill up their tank.
Earthmark. I love it.
If they would just introduce themselves, we could get them on like a card with point system.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, you let us scan your little card there, and then you get so many points, you get like a free, salt water.
Donut. Yeah.
Or
free-
donut, yeah.
Yeah, free
Try
donut.
this.
Yeah.
It's a donut. That one's jelly filled. You're gonna really like that. I don't know, fellas. Definitely. I know I'm supposed to be getting another letter or email from my friend. I keep almost saying her name, and I gotta remember not to do that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have that on the next episode after this one, and we can go further with this because I'm really excited. Some of the stuff that she's introduced us to in the story, it's mind blowing to me. Yes, Tyler.
Should I stand up? Up. I'm
Yeah,
tired.
I think you're good.
Yeah, okay. I was shit. Now that whole segment, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Give me a second.
You're gonna blow out an O-ring.
I'm trying to
need-
think.
Tyler is concentrating. He strokes out on the show, man.
Oh crap! What was he just talking about?
Jelly
Fuck.
donuts, hand sanitizer,
Yeah, jelly donuts.
salt water, hydrogen,
Yeah. Fuck.
Amphibians.
amphibians.
I can't
Tidal
remember now.
waves.
My bad. Sorry, guys. I really had something to say, but I guess it wasn't that important.
Find out on the next Kentucky X Files.
Oh yeah,
There it is.
that's what it. Okay, but- Or should we let them know? Or like I know we normally push Monday's episode if it's a holiday, if it lands on a holiday.
Mm,
So I just wanted to ask you:
yeah.
are we
let's
going to do that? Okay.
Yeah, let's do that for sure. So Monday's episode will be on Tuesday morning
Because of the holidays.
because of the holiday. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Let's let them go. Let's get out of here, guys. Let's.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I have one more thing.
Oh shit. All right.
Oh God, yes.
What we got?
I have one more thing, and it dropped on the Associated Press 3 hours ago.
What is it?
A paralyzed man that was injured in a cycling accident is able to walk again because neurosurgeons in Switzerland used Bluetooth to connect his brain to his spine. How
What?
fucking fantastic is that?
That is amazing.
That's amazing, but I'm just saying that would suck if you're driving down the road and your batteries and your Bluetooth went out. I'm sorry. No, that was what my brain immediately went to. I was like, shit. You're just driving and then you're like,
I don't know if it was the statement or the way his concerned face looked when he said it that got me in there. But because he's like that got me because I'm like, because then I started feeling concerned. I'm like, Jesus, he might be right.
yeah, I'm sorry.
So, okay, let me back up a little bit on this to maybe relieve some of that nervousness you have.
Thank you.
This is quite a large Bluetooth unit because they're not micro yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's got a headset on about the size of ours, and he's got a battery pack on a wheel walker in front of him. Okay, so it's not like this guy's not like out going for a jog or some shit, you know.
Okay.
He's walking. He's like climbing stairs. He's not back on the Tour de France.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to yeah.
I feel like my mind went straight to like he was fully functional,
Worst
like
case
rare to
scenario
go.
possible.
No.
But that is the thing too. It's like his battery pack, just like, okay, I'm walking upstairs. Oh shit.
This is terrible. We shouldn't be laughing at this.
I'm concerned about the guy's well-being.
I tried to give a feel good, really amazing story to end the show on about the amazing talent of these neurosurgeons in Switzerland.
Woo!
And this is where it went. I mean, I'm not ashamed because
You are.
I'm just like,
Kentucky X-Files.
yeah, that checks out.
Well, I hope that battery stays charged forever.
Yeah.
I mean,
guy.
Maybe they put a solar panel on his head,
Oh, that'd be nice.
right?
That's
Maybe he gets like a
that makes
fashionable,
sense.
like maybe a fashionable
Or
sombrero.
like if he's got like like one of the walker things to help him, just put like an alternator on one of those wheels so he could just keep himself topped off as he walks. I mean, I'm just saying, it's like, there's like we want to make sure we keep this guy going. Yeah.
There's a reason
this
they
is
don't put
huge.
alternators on the wheels of electric vehicles
Yeah.
because the amount of force it takes to charge with those negates the use of them. So my sombrero solar panel is far superior idea. I'm just saying.
Can we, those little hats with the little propeller?
Oh my fucking God. Could you?
But wind engine, okay, come on. If you actually sold those turbine generators, they suck. The output sucks ass.
This episode is brought to you by Interdimensional Drinks.
I'm sorry, guys, that I derailed the ending.
You guys out there, take care of each other and keep an eye on us. If that's possible, try to keep an eye on us. Stop us from doing anything too dumb. Stop us before, yeah.
I'm just saying, if that guy's battery dies, please somebody be there to catch him.
Fair enough.
Mwah!
See you guys.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.
Well, happy early Memorial Day.
Happy early Memorial Day. We don't see you. Yeah.
Let's just
is
like
wrong
awkward,
with
like
us?
stare at the cameras.
The propeller hat, though. It's like catches some wind, starts generating. It's like a static electricity shock.
and another thing too, as I was like thinking too, what if somebody was like right by him, was like trying to hook up their Bluetooth
Oh my-
to their things, like
That's gonna connect to him.
and they're like playing a game or something?
That's fucking terrible.